It's time we start reaching over fences and climbing over all the walls we put between it. Time is now. Let's tear them down and come together, you and I. See eye to eye. Let's make it better. Leave a different world to our kids. Show them what the answer is. We always push through, that's what we do. We know we should love on somebody. Love on somebody.
It's June 15th, and you are here for the weekly WeP3 Debrief.
Love on somebody. Let somebody pour some love on you.
Right now, you're listening to WeP3 Radio, proudly produced in partnership with the Reach Across America Radio. Remember, we share a mission to remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and teach the future generations the value of freedom. Freedom, bought, paid, and secured for by the brave men and women who have worn our national and local uniforms. Stay tuned for the WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Now playing on WeP3 Radio, Matt Williams, Love Somebody.
Let's light it up. Love on somebody. Let somebody pour some love on you. Love on somebody. Love on somebody.
Left, your left, left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, left, right, your left. You got it.
I'm fighting you. Sorry. That was you. That was me. That was sorry.
I was just going to say, how can you hear me if I'm muted? Derp. Sillies. How you doing? How you doing?
Are you
Frank?
ready? That's the theme for Frank today. Are you ready?
Car,
Are
just like my middle initial.
You ready?
like
Absolutely.
a pirate. You're like a pirate. Arr.
Oh my gosh.
Well, My father's side of the family coming from Poland, I doubt there was any pirates.
You're going to make me Google that, aren't you? Were there
Yes.
Irish pirates? I bet there were.
Polish pirates.
Oh, Polish. You're right. I said Irish.
My
Polish.
mother, on the other hand, was part Irish, and I think part German as well. So,
Part Irish
Yeah.
and part German.
she had quite a few nationalities in her family tree. So
Don't talk like that.
I still stick with the Polish side because I'm 50% Polish.
That's why I go with Irish. There's a lot of stuff mixed in, but it is. Hey, folks, welcome to the Debrief, brought to you by the People's Patriot Project. It's Monday. It is the 15th of June, and here we are, Mark, Frank, and I, here to catch you up on what we've been doing and spotlight some work that others have been doing as well in the missions that are similar to what we do. It's kind of breathtaking because we've been doing a lot, and so have others. So it's kind of crazy right now.
Yes, while Poland is not historically known for sprawling oceanic empire, the country had a vibrant history of maritime raiders. Most of them operated as state-sanctioned privateers in the Baltic Sea.
Privateers, not pirates.
It says pirates. I put pirates, and they are calling them state-sanctioned privateers in the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, it was like their navy kind of. My family I still have family that lives in Gdansk.
One of the most famous Baltic pirates was Paweł Benek, one of the most famous, operating out of the Gdansk under the Polish allegiance. His crew captured Brigodian galley carrying the famous masterpiece Hans Memling's The Last Judgment. Yeah, those Polish were all pirates.
Yeah, he was just trying to give it back. He was sailing that way to.
We're not buying you are a pirate. Arr!
Wow, that was a lot of discussion.
That's why I got the bird sitting on my head.
That's where it came from. Most pirates have a parrot. Frank has a pelican.
Yeah, it begins with a P.
It works.
Well, that's what a Polish would do.
A Polish. That's what a Polish would do.
At least it's not a pigeon.
That's what the Irish would do, is a pigeon.
If it was a pigeon, I'd have several of them. And every shirt I wore would be white.
Mary Poppins was a good Irish name there. Mary Poppins.
Really?
I on the way to the baptism yesterday, I saw an establishment that was called Mary Pottins, Pottins. I thought it was the funniest play on words because it was infirmary. I just like that is hilarious.
And they probably have pot tarts there as well. Pot tarts. What do we got here? We got Jeremy Daniels. We got Dylan.
Everyone in the house.
I love it. Oh gosh, people are calling. Oh, what? Why does everything happen at 3:40
right now?
4:39? That's crazy. Crazy. Well, hey, you guys are here just in time to catch up on our thank yous to our sponsors. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with Derek Iozio of Catch 22. He is out there. This is what happens. If you are our sponsor, that means that you help us publish and share our newsletter. And they usually donate a little chunk to have their name in the newsletter, and then we share right here with our viewers. So thank you, Derek Iozio, for your support when it comes to the People's Patriot Project's mission and newsletter, getting the word out there, who we are and what we do. And then I would like to thank Operation Texas Strong. And it's a small world, you guys. Last night, our guests mentioned they were in Weatherford for some things going on. And they heard us say thank you to Bobby and Peggy Kretzinger with Operation Texas Strong out of Weatherford, Texas. And their ears went boop and perked right up. And they actually worked with Operation Texas Strong. They had a client whose house had been destroyed, and they were living in a tent, and Peggy and Bobby and Operation Texas Strong popped right in, gave them an RV to stay in until things were done and ready to move back into. So we just want to throw out a great big thank you as well to Peggy and Bobby Kretzinger with Operation Texas Strong. Thank you so much for all that you do and for supporting the People's Patriot Project and allowing us to work with you. You guys are amazing. You are amazing. And I'll share that, Mr. Daniels. There you go. I got all kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of posts. All right, then we have got Business Growth Engine with our friends, Mr. Stephen Rainwater and Mr. Jonathan Wills, JBW. Tell you what, these guys are amazing. I am meeting with both of them. I think that's tomorrow morning. I thought I was just meeting with Jonathan, but I think Stephen's coming in as well. What Stephen is going to help me with is how to store our old videos. Pretty cool. That's good help. And then Jonathan's going to help me figure out how to run things in Nelson, our friend. And then we've got Emma as well, our little AI friends that will help us figure out how to run the CRM parts of our business even better. Peterson and I thought we had some good spreadsheets out there, but I'm looking forward to this all in one place. Now stop shop. Thank you, Jonathan and Stephen. Can't wait to see you tomorrow and learn some stuff. It'll be amazing. And those are our sponsors. And we would like to send out a big thank you also to those that join us. And I'd like to throw the name Jamie Peacock out there. Phil Cook, I'd like to throw out there. We've got our two guys today. We've got Dylan Petrie and we got Jeremy Daniels always here watching. And then, you know what is on the sly a little bit? We got people that just watch and they don't even let us know they're watching. So it's much, much, much appreciated, you guys. And when you comment and when you follow our YouTube page, that too is rather amazing. So thank you. Keep on following, keep on sharing. On that note, I had somebody completely a stranger to me send me a note and say, hey, just want you to know, I shared your podcast thing. And I was like, wow, I don't even know who you are. So thank you so much for sharing. It is very much appreciated. So spread the word and thank you very much. You know what? I'm just going to share a little thing too. And Peterson will probably jump in, and Frank maybe heard a little bit about it, but we did an event last week on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I was so tired last week. Tuesday afternoon and evening. We were at Patriots in the Park in Rosemount, Minnesota. And that is just south of the Twin Cities. Really, it's south of St. Paul, mostly. Like if you go straight north, you go right into Robert Street. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it was very fun. You guys, we met people. In fact, I had a great conversation with someone from the VA. She's a case manager. She's help. Oh shoot, I have her card on the other end of the counter. Anyway, her name's Shannon. She was awesome. And I caught up with our Fishing for Life friends. Our every third Saturday people were there, not the ones that we know, some new ones. But it is so amazing. And then, and I can't remember her name. It starts with a C.
Did you meet any gunslingers?
The gunslingers were there. Hell yeah. Mr. JT and his gunslinger friends. Their music is so good. It doesn't matter if they're doing covers or if he's playing his own. I just enjoy, like, that is the kind of music. If you just want to sit and listen, or if you want to get up and dance, or you want to reminisce, or do what you did when you were like 32. I mean, this depends, for me, I was probably 32 when he played some of those songs. He's a fun group, and he's got some amazing band members. So heck yeah, we love. Oh, and let us not forget the pork chop on a stick.
Don't, you can't even say that. You can't even say it.
I had, my tummy was not right, so nope, I didn't even have one.
We can't even bring that up. It's not even a conversation.
It is a thing. We can do a shout out to Miss Stephanie Hunter. Because she stopped by. She's helped us in a lot of Reads Across America things. And her little one, Rylan, was there, and her mother was there. And she came by with that pork chop on a stick, said it's so good.
We had a unique exposure. First time, we didn't even think about this. And again, I would like to do a quick shout out to Jill Stevenson and remotely, and I will say remotely, to Ben Kopp. We say his name because he's no longer with us. An interesting, lost him in service. That's how we'll say it. And he's buried in Arlington, but he's a Minnesota boy. And Jill Stevenson was working with the People's Patriot Project for a minute, and there were a lot of good, positive directions. Well, Jill moved out of the Minnesota area down to the Oklahoma area, and she was a big contributor at one point to the Gold Star Mothers part of Reads Across America. And I just thought one of the things I wanted in the booth as we're promoting Reads Across America across the state here in Minnesota, Andrea is the director or the coordinator for Fort Snelling, the third largest national cemetery in the country. And I just thought it would be a nice A, gesture, and B, representation of what a wreath would look like. So we had a headstone made in honor of Ben Kopp, and just looks exactly like his headstone. And we didn't even realize, we knew, but it just didn't come to our brain and cognition that Rosemount is Ben Kopp's home city. So as we were at the event, Veterans in the Park, so many people stopped by wishing condolences, celebrating Ben's life. Knew Jill, wanted to wish her the best, took pictures with it and sent it to Jill. And there is a piece, I don't know the whole background, but if you go to any of the Arlington pictures, but the Ben Kopp Foundation and Jill Stevenson's page, and look at it, it's always covered with lipstick kisses. And it was one of the funny, not funny. I mean, I get it. One of the Ben Kopp fans of life came by and she's like, it's not accurate. It's not accurate. It doesn't have all the kiss marks on it. And it was just nice to continue that Ben's legacy and his name, and that people remember, know, and honor him. And that's a gigantic piece to Reads Across America, is to remember, honor, and teach. And it was fun because they could tell Ben's stories and share them with us while we were sitting there, A, honoring him, B, trying to get wreaths for Reads Across America, Fort Snelling, And just another small blessing due to the loss of one of our amazing service members. And so, again, shout out to Jill Stevenson. And a lot of people walking by saying Ben's name and remembering. And that was really cool.
It was really cool. That was such a good feeling to know. And we really inadvertently did that. And so, yeah, of course we knew that was his hometown, but in the rush and bustle of setting things up, and we've used this headstone so many times, and it didn't connect until we sat down, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is his hometown. This is where we are.
We get to tell Ben's story so many times, and it's every time we do a table event for Reads Across America or for the People's Patriot Project, that goes with us. But we advertently made the headstone the way it was, but not even thinking about we were stepping in. And it was just, there's so many times across the state of Minnesota. I mean, people don't know all the players in their freedom, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. And Ben is one of those players. And it's they love the story away from his hometown, but the fact that we were honoring and remembering him during that particular event brought a different flavor. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. There's a bridge, and there is a part of a road that is in honor of Ben in this area. So pretty touching. He's only a couple years older than my oldest son, so I can only imagine losing that son would be like. So I just wanted to bring that up as something that we did recently. And then out of that, we got invited to at the Legion in Rosemount on Monday, a week from tonight. We will be going to their
Rest and Resilience Retreat organization.
I think the RRR, Rest and Resilience Retreat fundraiser. And it's to raise funds for military and first responders that just need a little getaway or some help and support with other things. So we're going to go check that out, throw our business cards around, because weirdly, that's kind of what we do as well. So it's always good to lock arms with those people as well, those groups. So, and we'll have more coming up with our RUC, which I'm meeting with the other Andrea. Those of you from the Minnesota area, it is on October 24th. You can put that in your date book and save that day. And then I'll have links for sponsors and for participants to sign up, and we'll get that all ready to roll. Looking forward to that. And then next Tuesday, we also have a summer salute with MacV. MacV works on helping homeless veterans, which some of you can't imagine maybe what that's like in Minnesota. It gets dicey about the end of October, mid-November. And so dicey and icy. And we've had communities in neighborhoods of, the tent communities. And you never know an exact number, but a lot of times you can find veterans in those communities as well. And so MacV is just built to help those homeless veterans, and they can help them find homes, or if that's what they're looking for, or sometimes there's just shelter and meals. But we are going to go share what we do, because part of those missions touch together as well. So that's what we have kind of in the near future.
That's the stuff coming up, man. That's plates are full, but it's good. Just want to kind of throw out, we call it our pledge. I don't know what it is in real life. Maybe language arts can help me figure out the real
I'm
vernacular
trying
to
help
it.
you. No.
We know why we get to do what we do, and we take a time. And I know that I think about this every single day of my life. I get to thank the service members, those that are proactively involved in service right now, those have recently or have served in the past, and first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life. And also those family members that have given up time with their spouses and their fathers and their brothers, their uncles, their aunts, their nieces, all these things, so that they can go dig a foxhole and lay in the dirt in the desert, so that we can go drink whatever latte, foo-foo, mojito thing that we do. Because, I mean, let's face it, I enjoy a good coffee mix. I'm not going to lie. That doesn't exist without the men and women that have sacrificed a part of their life. And even last night during our show, which we'll get to here in a minute, I mean, I get pretty pungent when it comes to the description, the vernacular of, we got less than 10% of our country investing in all of the freedoms and the liberties that people gripe and complain about that they don't have. And it chaps my hide, man. It drives me nuts. And I mean, literally, I would ask the question to anyone, if I was publicly in your face and I heard something of that nature, I'd like, well, what did you earn? What did you do to earn it? How do you deserve it? How do you deserve anything? I mean, in real life? And I don't know. That's kind of fiery about that.
You should be, as you should be.
So every Sunday we come and we do a show. We do a feature. I have a hard time calling it a show. I've always had a hard time with that. We've done 309 of them, and we've done 350. To be honest with you, not even counting the debrief. I mean, you throw the debrief in there, we're probably close to.
You double that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
1 million.
100 billion gajillions. Anyway, not really. But we're gonna get there. I mean, if I get to live half of the time Frank has lived on life in this world, we will get to that number for sure.
Well, I ain't gonna be there. So you guys have fun.
I don't know if I should be candid about my feelings about this. And I mean, we have a newly elected Dylan Petrie vice president to the People's Patriot Project. The guy's got a heart of gold, love him to death, and he does amazing, great things. And he got invited to this facility, and he said, hey, let's get him on the show. And here's Mark Peterson. And so I'm looking at what I have in front of me. I'm like, what do we got here? Okay. Judgy AF. Right. I do that. I'm going to be Judgy AF. We brought these dudes on last night from Barnside Brotherhood, Jason Sedottle and Nick Crouch. And I fell in love, man. I fell in love with their mission. I fell in love with what they do. I fell in love with the passion that they have and what they're doing and what they're building, what they're growing. If you are in the Louisiana area, you need to check out what Barnside Brotherhood is doing Jason, Iraq veteran, medically discharged in 07. There was a nuance. I mean, he was building and growing things with his son, and then all of a sudden he was invited to an event down in Texas with one of the top premier reigners in the world. And all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I have a passion in this space, and it fits. Click, 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 click. Put it together, build it together, and then all of a sudden Nick comes into the picture. Traumatic brain injury during service, very candid about where he stood and where he was, using alcohol to medicate, then said, you know what, it's time to make it a change. And they put it together. Now, it's the real life story of veterans that have found a struggle and then found a way out of the hole. And then just the conversation we had about the mission of the People's Patriot Project compared to what they're doing. And I am absolutely stoked about the growth that we're going to have with Barnside Brotherhood and what they're doing. You got to check them out. We'll throw their links up into here, and they keep working on stuff. And again, what's crazy is when you're building this stuff, there's a reality that there's dollar signs that go in front of this stuff. Like, they have this open, amazing, beautiful. It was up here. It got sent out, but they have this arena. But if it rains, and they're down in Louisiana, so it's going to rain. The arena is washed out for 3 days. So, they would like to build a covered arena. It makes sense. And there's just so much more that can be done. And the People's Patriot Project believes in what they're doing, and we the same about us. And we did something offline yesterday to help along the way their mission. It wasn't as big as I'd like to do it, and we're going to keep building and growing, and I don't think we're going to step. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So you can imagine, I mean, life is life. It's when it rains that gets muddy.
I wonder if there's any builders down there who would consider doing something for a charity organization that might be interested in a tax write-off.
There might be some of that, but we also know of a business down there that I think maybe we're going to have to reach out to and say, hey, would you be interested in helping in this space? And
because if they get a covered arena, they're 365.
It's another level, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's another level.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that they just decided to jump in. They felt a need to do it, and they jumped in, and then they started figuring out the ins and outs of the charitable side, the being an organization.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I want to know what we're going to do, how we're going to I don't, because I always kind of leave it up to you guys. I kind of have a favorite song for this week, just for the record.
Oh, okay. That can be your choice this week. You do give us a lot of options.
Yeah, you picked this week.
I would like to know what you guys, I want to know your opinion.
I like the one you like.
Yes. Wow. Let's pick the one you like.
Okay, let me ask this question then. if you were to guess which song I liked, which song do you think it was?
Little Things.
Yeah, that'd probably be my guess too, actually.
What are you doing, Peterson? You gonna let us know? We just get just.
I'm looking. I mean, I wanted to make sure I had accurate. They have very beautiful horses and donkeys. I appreciate that, Dylan. Apparently they've got one of the coolest donkeys on the face of the earth, and that's.
I still think it'd be neater if they had some of those screaming goats.
Screaming goats are.
I think all goats scream. I mean,
they have a special type that they had a television commercial with some of them, and I forget what it was for, but it was just hilarious.
That dog is having M&M withdrawals right now.
It's 6 minutes past dinner time, and he knows it. So yeah,
it is M&M withdrawals.
It could be. I cleaned the backyard today. It's crazy.
You use a pressure washer to do that, I hope.
Most of it was dried up into chunks. They were peanut M&Ms, by the way.
Oh, they were like see you later.
Yeah, it was totally like mounds of.
You're gonna grow a peanut farm in your backyard now. You use the.
Clearly does not digest in the dog's belly.
A peanut spreader last night. Just
my grandson was here. He's going to be 4 soon, and he was walking by, and I kid you not, like it's just peanuts. Like you just shelled them and threw them out there, and he stops and he looks and he goes, "Grandma, what's that?"
He's going to bend down and eat that.
Keep walking. Don't look. Just keep walking because I don't know what it is. And then I went and looked, and I'm like. It's peanuts that've been through the system. They just went right through.
Look, Grandma, it's M&Ms.
What's this? Oh, there's the donkeys. And Dylan.
Which one's the famous donkey, though? He's not there.
I don't think one of those is. Is it Dylan? Is one of those the famous one? I think I have a little bit of room to add a picture. I got to tell Dylan, sorry for not sharing these last night. We can only fit so many pictures on this thing. And I was messing with Peterson by putting them on and taking them off. And that's a horse. Haydn.
What, did it do something bad?
I think it's in jail. That's the jail horse rock. It's jail horse rock. Okay, sorry, I don't sing, so that's
I don't even know if there's a song that says that.
No, but
there's jailhouse rock.
Come on, Peterson. You're so silly. Oh, all right. Well, wait. Oh my goodness, they are adorable. Dylan, those are adorable donkeys.
My wife likes those Shetland cows now. She's got
Shetland Highland
stuff everywhere in the house with Shetland cows.
Aren't they?
What's a Shetland cow?
Highland cows. Sorry,
a Highlander.
Highland cow. Right. My bad. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this.
What?
No.
Does she know that you eat those too?
Oh.
A what?
You eat those.
Oh, I hope nobody tells her that.
Oh.
I won't.
She just thinks that they're cute and hang around?
Well, she would go to wherever that was and try to buy them all and bring them back.
Yeah, well, there's a farm in Minnesota. She better get here.
Summit Farm. There's beautiful horses. Wow, beautiful.
All
right, you guys. I think I shared Dylan's pictures. Yay!
Yeah, that's a horse, all right.
That's a horse. But that's Dylan. We'll just do one more time because he's repping WeP3.
He was. And you know what? Let's do another shout out because the Louisiana team was down in Louisiana this last weekend, doing another cook-off, representing it. It looked like everyone was representing WeP3 for the most part, which was pretty exciting. I thank you, Dylan, for doing that and being involved. We appreciate you, and we see what's going on. Last year, they were the champions of that event. 70 cook-off teams last year. They took first place.
Was that 2 years ago or last year?
Oh, that might have been. You're right. It might have been a couple of years ago.
What is it? Chili cook-off?
No. Cajun food, dude.
Crawdad
cook-off. Craw pappies, man.
They do a boil and they rock it. Of course, we haven't been there when they competed, but we know because they won.
We know.
And
Did I ever tell you about my first sergeant when I was in Germany?
Tell us more.
We had a problem with people hanging around the orderly room instead of being out working. And so he cooked up this salsa that had peeled paint off a wall.
Oof.
And he put it out in the orderly room with a bowl of tortilla chips. And every time somebody came into the orderly room, they had to take a big dip of the salsa with a tortilla chip and eat it.
You should not be naughty.
After 3 or 4 days, we didn't have that problem anymore.
Look at the people repping WeP3.
I like Dylan's white shirt. Look at his shirt. That's awesome polo. And then Rocky's got on the gray. Is it gray or is it charcoal? But I like her shirt too.
Gray and charcoal are the same.
No, it would be dark gray and charcoal or similar. Wait, Dylan, what do you got? Yeah, it was 2024. Yeah, 2 Junes ago. There we go. Thank you. And Louis is the donkey, the famous donkey. I love it. I love it. Did you put the links out here from last night? I'll find them.
Well, are we going to talk about my new favorite musician?
Well,
it is time.
Kind of your job to do it, buddy.
No.
Well, let's talk, because I was thoroughly impressed, and not just because he was born in the same hospital I was born in either.
That's a story.
He spent time in the Navy, like a lot of people from up there do. They join the Navy and go to Great Lakes. According to word, he has a Nordic background, which amazed one of our hosts. I would have liked if he had been of Polish descent, but that's okay. It's close. He doesn't make a big deal out of the fact that he served or what he did. And I'm sure it was pretty incredible things being the specialty that he was in. But he just wants to talk about his music and help folks now. He doesn't really like to stick to one particular genre. And his best way of describing what he does is Americana, and blends all the different types into his songs. He's currently been working on a cover album of all 1972 songs. And of all of our guests, I think I'm probably the only one that remembers those songs.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on. What were you, 2?
Come on. The greatest thing about that era of music was that it's still alive today.
Well, let me rephrase that. I'm the only one that listened to them when they first came out. All right.
What was the first album you ever bought? The first album you ever bought in your life?
I can't help it. I'm old.
What was the first album you bought?
What was the first album I bought?
Do you remember? I remember the first album I got. I actually won it at
It was a Styx album.
a Styx.
Yep.
Andrew, do you remember the first album you bought?
Yeah, it was John Travolta.
What?
Yeah.
John Travolta what? What?
Hang on.
The first 8-track I bought was Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Can't let go.
I got a 3-pack set of Blondie, Supertramp, and Village People.
That's a wide array of talent.
It was three albums in one kit. I got it. Yep.
My favorite band when I was growing up was Chicago, for obvious reasons.
That makes sense.
Yeah. They were pretty darn good.
I think this is the one that stuck out the most for the longest era was Juice Newton, which I don't know. Playing with the Queen of Hearts, da 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 da. No, not a really smart, da 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 da.
Joker is the only fool.
True.
Who will do anything for you.
That was like, I don't know what that was like.
That's old. Wow.
Simmer down there, Eichmann.
All right. And then back to our musical guest.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
His favorite thing, he has a website, and his favorite thing is trying to do things to help others, and there's contact information on his website if anybody needs support or wants to talk. So he's one of those guys who walks the walk and doesn't talk the talk. I loved all the songs. I mean, as soon as he sang his first song, it was like, wow, this guy is really good.
I'm so conflicting now because you're right. The song, and I had to review my thoughts on his songs because there was a slam dunk better one, but there was, in my opinion, but it was only slam dunk because it's a special gift to him and his family, and that will live for eternity. I thought his last song was like, that was my favorite song of the night, but you guys did change me a little bit. There is a piece.
Well, I liked all his songs. I mean,
sure.
You could pick any one, and I'd be happy to listen to it. I forgot to ask him if he makes CDs. Darn it! I'm gonna have to get.
last night
in that. I got a vehicle coming in, and it's got a regular household outlet. I'm gonna have to buy me a record player and put it in there.
Plug
so
it right in.
All this music.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just everything he did it just fit. The music and his voice just fit. Yeah, sometimes you have a band and the singer doesn't fit with the music, and it just doesn't sound like there's a mix. But boy, I'll tell you what, he nailed every one in my opinion. But I'm a little biased because he's a hometown guy.
Well, I get your bias, and that's really cool and fun. His message is so simple. I mean, it's cherish what you got, live how you live. It's so simple, and we get all tied up. And a blessing that he's sitting there giving us his time while they are on a small family vacay. And I'm just like, how awesome is that? And
then came into the after the show talk.
Yeah. No.
I felt kind of bad. It's like, hey, bud, go be with your family. But I'm looking forward to July 17th. He's going to be performing at a distillery that's 2 miles from my house.
That's crazy. You're going to get
and
there.
My wife has already told me we're going to be there.
Eichmann is making claims that are inaccurate right now, just for the record. There's some behind the scenes conversations, and it's not right at all.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yes.
Yay, that work.
I'm a Grilly fan. Grilly fan all day long.
I believe, and I sent a note to my cousin who's kind of like the family historian, but I believe there are still parts of his family where we grew up. And my cousin still lives there. So
sure.
I sent him a note, and he's probably out
checking out the Grillies,
fishing, or
so. Go ahead.
When I hear back from him, I'm gonna send Brian a note and say, "Hey, it's even better than we thought."
You know, every once in a while, you stumble on a little happy piece of life, and by no means, I'm going to be here's me being candid. I laid down kind of some rules in the Peterson space about the new purchase of the place that we're living at, and I do have adult children living with me, and that was an arrangement that we are 100% okay with. But of course, when you get a new property that's got some space, everyone wants to extend the family a little bit with critters. And someone had followed through A, B, C, and D, and they decided that they wanted to bless the family with a new family member. Now, where are we going with this? So the exciting piece about this is I met this particular breeder here in Minnesota. Yes, we did end up getting a Great Dane puppy this last week. Little Millie has joined the Peterson family. She is a pot of gold Great Dane, which is basically the Marmaduke, all gold. It's got some freckles in the ears and on the muzzle, kind of cute little thing. We're blessed by that. But as I begrudgingly went and helped procure this particular monstrosity, the Happy Danes farm, we're having some conversation, have been breeding Great Danes for 30 years up in Brainerd, Minnesota. I had falsely located them earlier in another conversation with Bemidji. They're in Brainerd. Beautiful animals. And when they found out what I do, they decided that they wanted to donate some of their animals to puppies to veterans. And so this is a starting relationship that I'm super excited about. We've had several people come in and out. We do have a recent relationship with a trainer, so to speak, and maybe we'll get to put that into play a little bit. But I'm just happy to have the conversation about the Happy Danes farm up in Brainerd, Minnesota, who is interested in providing puppies to veterans in need. So super excited about that. Yeah, I'm sure this won't be the last time you'll hear about Millie and the exploits of how that works and where it goes. It's interesting to find out these things get to be about 200 pounds and have tails longer than my arm span. So we'll see how it goes.
Are you going to build a barn for your horse?
Maybe. Maybe. We'll see what happens. There's some pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. They're trying to talk me into doing another. If I could get a dog like this, I'm gonna share again. If I could get one like this, I think it reminds me of John Randall of the Minnesota Vikings when he wore his face paint. I'm all about this. Check out this dude. I'm all about that guy. I'd call him Randall.
Do you got any pictures of the grown-up?
Well, there are some on
Puppies
this.
always look like, you just want 10 of them, but
That's crazy. So her name has changed. But this is actually the one that's in our house. This is I know it's named Maple here, but it's been renamed Millie because we have a cat named Opal, and we thought Maple and Opal was too close together. So this is the one that has entered the Peterson household.
looking dog.
It was kind of a funny conversation, and Andrea kind of, I wouldn't say she blasted me, but she's like, this looks like my daughter's dog. And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. And I wasn't going to argue with her. You're right. And I didn't know what kind of dog her daughter had. And she goes, well, it's a golden lab, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Golden retriever?
No, lab.
I'd never heard of a golden lab.
Right.
Yellow
Well,
lab, black
Yeah,
lab.
yellow lab. Yeah, chocolate,
Yeah.
chocolate, yellow, and black, right?
Yeah.
Well,
and then they have silver, but they
yeah,
don't
they do have
recognize-
silvers. I love the silvers, but
They don't
anyway,
recognize silver.
AKC doesn't recognize silver. Mm-mm.
what?
It's muddied.
That's craziness. Anyway, it does look like her daughter's dog. So I'm not arguing with that conversation. Millie is 14 weeks and is, I believe, 39 pounds already. And that is like the size of yeah. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So thanks for letting me share that. I'm super excited about what, gosh.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
A saddle?
I was going to say an elephant shovel, but
Yeah. Yep.
because there ain't going to be no pooper scooper big enough for that dog.
We'll see how it goes. They try to give us another one and I'm like, no, we're not doing that right yet.
I picked my first lab. It was born out on a peach orchard. And so all of his brothers and sisters were running around doing stuff. And the mother dog went over and grabbed a peach and brought it over and laid it down. And one of the dogs took it and went off by himself and just laid there eating the peach. I looked at my wife and I said, that's the one I won. He turned out to be a 120-pound lab, yellow lab.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
I do gotta share this. This is I did fall in love with Millie's mother, which I don't understand why they don't have the same colors, but this was Millie's mom. That's super cool gray with white. Yeah, that's cool.
That could be a cow.
Yeah, she's
It could
a big
be
girl.
spotted cow. I gotta share a sad story. I had to throw away some spotted cow this week.
What?
It broke my heart. My most favorite beverage on the face of the earth, and I had a garage refrigerator that was from 1972 that went down, and I opened it up, and there was mold everywhere, and
Ugh.
it was. And I'm just like, oh, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. Who knows? And but I did get a new garage fridge. Everything is good. We're golden. But all right, we kind of did all the things.
Boy, this
Oh man,
time flew here.
so I don't have the promo done yet, but Andrea and myself spent. I don't have the promo ready. We spent some time working on getting guests for our show, and we are actually booked out until August now. We had some open gaps, but we get the amazing opportunity to meet with Phil Beaver of the Fire Jets again. This classmate to Frank DeMyth from the great West Point Academy. Phil Beaver is an amazing addition to our world. And then we get to meet with Sean and Aiden Dillard of Awesome Odyssey, which this is an amazing story, guys. And we're going to be following what they do. They're going to be doing something called the Great Loop, which they're going to be rowing a boat from Southern Illinois, Chicago, down the Mississippi, around the southeast quarter of the United States, up the eastern border, up to St. Lawrence River, down through the Great Lakes, back into Chicago. His son's 12 years old. He's a veteran. He has a veteran business. He's worked with a couple other organizations. Super excited about the relationship we have with these guys. I met him because he saw Lance Pierce with the organization out of Tulsa. And he commented a couple of weeks ago. He said, "How can I help?" Adam Bird got hold of me and said, "Hey," I said, "It's Lance Reed. Sorry, and Freedom Outdoors in Tulsa." I don't even know what I said. I said Pierce, Lance Pierce. Lance Reed of Freedom. Anyway, I connected those guys, and so Mr. Dillard is going to be helping him in his mission down in Tulsa. Again, gosh, I love all of this. This is just amazing. But he's taking his 12-year-old son on this venture. They're planning on this next year as well, rowing the Atlantic together. So I don't know what 12-year-old would ever think of doing this or want to do this. And I wouldn't get my 25-year-old. He wouldn't want to do this. I wouldn't want to even do it. Let's be honest.
Lake Superior can a lot of times have waves that are pretty darn big.
Yeah. So super excited about what these guys are doing, and they're going to be on our show this next Sunday at 1800 Central Standard Time when we got your 6 at 6. Gosh, so much content, so many conversations, so many things going on. Super excited about what the People's Patriot Project is doing. What is that JT album in there?
That is. Go ahead, click on it.
I don't know what. That was your first album?
That was my first album. Look at those blue eyes.
Did he sing "Welcome Back, Kotta" back in the day, or what did he sing?
I don't know. Now you got
the one he did on the show is "Ba Ba 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 Barino, Ba 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 Barino."
Oh my gosh!
He had his own songs though.
I thought it was a picture of a lady in a turtleneck when I.
You're so
sorry,
funny.
John Travolta. Sorry.
Let's see.
I'm surprised it wasn't Donny Osmond.
It had to be. Oh, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again. I wanna be someone new. That was my favorite.
You gonna sing it for us?
See it and now. It was
I
a
gotta
good
admit,
time. That lot of
We'll
money.
do it.
I
We're
kind of
gonna
like
pull it up in
Grease.
post show.
What?
We're gonna
I
pull it
kind of
up in
like
post show.
Grease when it came out.
I'm
Grease
not
was
gonna
awesome.
lie,
Mr.
I
Wolf.
was a Grease fiend. And here's the deal, folks. I don't know if the footage will ever be available. I was in the high school production of Grease. I was Kaniki.
Get out of here.
Yep. Someday we'll see it.
I was in a squad car when I was in high school once.
You were in a squad car in the high school. What?
It was a mistake.
I don't even know where we're going right now. Thanks for coming and checking us out for the weekly WeP3 redundant weekly debrief. And we are going to play our new favorite musician this week, Brian Grilly, Little Things. Go check your 6.
Let the
Pride.
dog out.
If you're going way too fast along your life's path, you're gonna miss a lot of things along the way. Take it from me, my friend, it's not a means to an end. Just take each day by day. The trail's the thing that gets you there. Feel the breeze in your hair. Smell a magnolia or two. Find a woman, settle down, plant your roots in the ground. There's so much more living to do. Don't let the little things pass you by. The best camera that you have is your eye. Take a breath and look at the great big sky. Don't let the little things pass you by. In the blink of an eye, you'll be pushing 45, wondering where the time has gone. Don't worry about all of that, just grab your keys and grab your hat. Drive till the sunrise at dawn. Look over at your woman there, realize she never cared what car you drove or money that you made. Cause you are rich in family, so sit with her and just be. With a little weed and wine and you're okay. Don't let the little things pass you by. The best camera that you have is your eye. Take a breath and look at the great big sky. Don't let the little things pass you by. See your children all grown up, the little ones who run amok. It's time for a well-deserved rest. The love you gave, you have received. Just sit back and lift your feet, knowing that you've done your best. Don't let the little things pass you by. The best camera that you have
great